Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and those who have yet to make up their minds. I am your host, JustJack.com, and we welcome you to subscribe to our newsletter at our website, www.justjack.com. That's Just Jack with two S's, because one just ain't enough. Now let's get on with the show. Please excuse me if you guys hear my friends in the background. Our home is lived in, and I work from home, so if you hear them cackling and having a good time, they're just having a good time out there, and I'm in my room recording. So welcome to my life. Anyways, just one question. Are you good? How are you, for real? Like, really, I'm really genuinely asking you listening. How are you? I know these days are heavy, super heavy. I know the world's throwing punches. I know, shoot, if you you woke up this morning, you're already tired. Okay, I see you. I see you. If your soul feels like it's been dragging itself across the floor, I feel you. But before we get deep, I need you to take a deep breath for yourself. Go ahead, take your deep breath and look at yourself in the mirror, or turn to your neighbor and say, "You're not crazy. You're just tired." It's really important. And that's okay. That's okay. Excuse me. Because today we're about to talk about compassion fatigue. All right. What it is, what it ain't, and how to keep our hearts from shutting down. Because listen to me when I say this, the world is heavy, but love ain't weak. And I'm going to prove it to you today. So my therapist, yes, I go to therapy. Thank you. And I love my therapist. She's a wonderful, you have to be a powerful being to deal with someone like me. But she mentioned this concept of compassion fatigue. And I had to really think about this. But when she explained it, I realized, wow, I think the whole world is feeling this right now. Compassion fatigue is when you're so used to caring and helping and loving that one day you just wake up and you can't anymore. You don't have another kind word in you. Somebody asks you to be nice and you're like, nice, nice. I don't have nice left in me. I ain't got no more tears left to cry, right? But let me tell you something. What many of us are feeling ain't just compassion fatigue. It's frustration fatigue. It's injustice fatigue. It's I've been too patient with too many fools fatigue going on. And that exhaustion, it turns into anger. It turns into resentment. It turns into rage. And let's be real, we have a lot to be mad about, right? We're watching hate. We're watching hate, we're watching deportations, genocide, injustice, people who are different being attacked, peace being threatened, and y'all want us to keep being nice? I feel you, but hear me out. Hear me when I say this. Compassion does not mean niceness. Love does not need, what is that word? Passivity? Is that the word I'm looking for? Love doesn't need it. Right? Let's not forget Jesus flipped tables. Okay? Let's not forget. We're not talking about weak love. We're talking about love with a backbone. Love that does not break. Love that does not bow down. That's what we're talking about today. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you what compassion really is. I'm getting a little carried away. Sorry. Compassion is like a lighthouse. Y'all ever wonder how a lighthouse works? That big, bright light doesn't run out into the ocean chasing lost ships, right? It doesn't jump in the water trying to save everybody drowning. No, the lighthouse stands firm. It stays anchored. It shines A lighthouse does not panic in a storm because it expects storms. It does not collapse under pressure because it is built on something deeper than the surface. And most importantly, it does not light itself. It's fueled by something greater. So I need you to hear me when I say this to you. You are the lighthouse. You don't have to chase people to prove your love. You don't have to burn yourself out to be good enough. You're allowed to stand, to rest, and still be a source of light. So how do we keep our light from dimming or glowing out? How do we stay compassionate without letting this world drain us dry? Even God rested on the seventh day. So get your rest. Okay, write that down. Write this down. Rest without guilt. How about that? Because, like I said, God rested on the seventh day. Write this down. Rest is holy. WHOLEY and HOLY. It fills you. It recharges you. Some of us are so busy trying to hold the world together. We forget that even Jesus took naps, okay? So if you need to take a step back, take a breath, find a quiet place, do it. Do it unapologetically. Number 2, write this down. Practice selective compassion. You cannot fight every battle. Let me say it again for the people in the back who think they're Superman. You cannot fight every battle. You cannot carry every burden. This is not failure. This is wisdom, darling. Pick where your love will do most good and pour into that. How about that? Try that this week. Be selective where you put your energy. Be selective where you give your love. Because being spread too thin does not make you effective. It makes you empty. It really does. And so you've got to refill your own cup, darling. All right, number 3, write this down. Find joy on purpose. Joy is a form of resistance. Write that down. The world wants us exhausted. The world wants us bitter. The world wants us shut down. But when we laugh, when we dance, when we eat good food, when we sing, when we hug people, when we celebrate life every day, that is a rebellion against despair. Mark my words. Joy is not ignoring reality. It's refusing to let reality steal our light. And number 4, love in community, not in isolation. Compassion fatigue happens when we are loving alone. And for lots of us, it can get lonely out there. I know who listens to this. So if you feel alone, text me. Don't ever be afraid to text me or think I'm too busy to take your text or take your call. I'm not that busy. As you can see, my friends are here at the house and I'm still in my room, in my foxhole, working. Love was never meant to be a solo mission, all right? When we serve together, we stay fueled. We remind each other why this fight really matters. So here's what I want you to leave with today. Write this down. Rest, rise up, and find joy. Rest, not quitting. I'm not saying to quit. I'm saying rest, because you are not the source of all light, but you are a vessel for it. So rest. Rise up, because compassion is not weakness. It is resilience. The world will not break us. We get up. We stand firm. We shine. And find joy. Find joy, because no amount of darkness can steal our light. We are still here. We're still here. We're still standing, and we will not stop loving. So today, remind yourself the world is heavy, but love ain't weak. Let's go out there and prove it. All right. If you got a little blessing from this, please share it with your friends or your family, your coworkers, whoever you want to share it with. If you're not signed up for our newsletter, make sure you sign up for our newsletter. We've been giving out these little devotions kind of things. We've been creating them and we give them out. So make sure you're on that newsletter. All right, enough with the chitty chatty, justjack.com. I'm out of here. Lots of love. See you on the flip side. Peace out. Bye, Felicia.